Looking back 40 years ago to 1985, it was a huge year for motorcycling, not just because Carole Nash Insurance opened for business. Freddie Spencer became the first rider ever to win both the 250 and 500cc Grand Prix in the same season. Suzuki launched the iconic GSXR 750. Yamaha launched the FZ750, and as for Kawasaki, well, they took the crown for the fastest production motorcycle with the GPz900R. So to commemorate such an important year for the world of two wheels, we have got our hands on a very special GPz900R, and we're going to be putting it to the test against today's fastest production motorcycle, BMW's S1000RR. And we have some very special riders putting those bikes to the test. On the BMW, we have the one and only Davey Todd, three-time Isle of Man TT winner, British Superstock champion, current British Superbike star, and 810 Racing co-team owner. And riding the Top Gun replica Kawasaki GPz900R is veteran road tester, motorcycle racer, Northwest 200 top 10 finisher, and GPz900R expert, Bruce Dunn. So on our first challenge, we're going to do 0 to 62, and Davey is going to set the time on the BMW. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, so before we reveal Davey's official time, I'm going to pop the marker down just so Bruce has a reference when he now does the 0 to 62 on the GPz. So, as expected, BMW was the clear winner there. Davey, you do have launch control and a whole suite of electronics on here, but how was that for you?
Yeah, so the launch control, the anti-wheelie and the over 200 horsepower definitely helps me a lot in that challenge, to be honest.
Definitely. And Bruce, 40-year-old bike, but how did that go?
Well, you know what, it's not so challenging to launch, but it does the job, and you know it's easy to manage the horsepower.
Okay, so next up we're going to do the brake test from 60 mile an hour. So, of course, a lot has changed in 40 years. However, brake test, how did that go for you, David?
Brakes felt fantastic. I think it helps with the awesome twin discs and some real good pads that come standard these days, calipers, master cylinder, as well as good tyres as well, I think helps a lot.
What about for you, Bruce? I mean, you are used to your classic bikes as well as your modern bikes. How was doing the brake test for you?
That's right. I mean, the only one thing we can share with the BMW is that we've got a good tyre, but the brakes quite basic, like single piston, and they're just not up to it. They're showing their age.
Okay, so next up we've got the standing quarter mile. Okay, so those challenges went pretty much as expected when you've got 115 horsepower over here and 200 over on this side with Davey, but how was that for you?
Yeah, the BMW S1000RR has a whole lot of power, a whole lot of traction, all your rider aids for the traction control, which you definitely need with the speed that this thing has. And yeah, I think it's a few more ponies than this machine.
Just a few more. Bruce, how did that go?
Well, do you know what? You've got to utilise what you got. So we've got a low seat height, and you can get really tucked in on it, and with the narrow bars, you get the best out of it, but against that, it's a challenge.
Okay, absolutely. So how do we think we're going to fare on the next one? We're going to have an agility test next. What do you reckon, Bruce? Do you think this might be where the GPz is going to shine?
Well, it's got that 16-inch front wheel, but it's got more weight, so I think it's going to balance out, maybe more in favour of the BMW.
That was so almost there for that one.
Yeah, so it's a heavy bike really, in compared to the BMW, I think. And again, it sort of carries its weight in the wrong place. So yeah, I couldn't really. That's as good as it got.
You did your best. You did your best. And for you, Davey, did that just go as expected?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was the results that we always thought that we were going to see, and BMW have crafted a really nice chassis here that's super agile. It's also stable at speed, and yeah, I wasn't sure what it was going to be like through the cones because they were really tight in first gear, but yeah, actually handled really well at a slow speed.
I mean, it's certainly an awesome bike, and it's definitely proved its worth today, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it was always going to be some tough competition, a new awesome bike like this, and I think it's a few years younger than what it's up against.
"40 years ago, when Carole Nash opened its doors, the GPz900R was one of the most popular and the fastest motorcycles at the time. It was agile and exceedingly quick. It was the first bike to break the 150-mile-an-hour mark. And of course, it was also featured in the iconic Top Gun movie starring Tom Cruise. Fast forward 40 years, and this is now the fastest production motorcycle you can buy on the market today. It will cost you just over £20,000 and has a top speed of almost 200 miles per hour. It's clear to see from our challenges just how far motorcycles have come in the past 4 decades. From MotoGP-inspired aero and insane tech, motorcycles are faster and safer than they've ever been before. But as impressive as the latest and greatest machines are they still as desirable as the classics like the GPZ? That's for you to decide.